Alright, so this is going to be my review of Go Professional Cases. GoProCases.com, made in the USA, lifetime warranty just off the top. Just by having the lifetime warranty and made in the United States, you know it's going to be something of quality. It's going to be something that's going to last. So, let's get started. First thing is you have these two pull tabs right here, very high quality. These things do not feel cheap at all. You can just hear when they snap. It's making a airtight seal for sure. You can just hear how good it sounds. And let's get this open. Another thing right here, you have two little holes for locks. So if you want to travel with this, check it in or anything like that, and you don't want people going through it, you can put two locks. You got one right here, and they're outfitted with metal. So you can't just rip it off. If it was plastic, you can probably rip it off. And here's everything right here. So let's go through exactly what I have in here and what exactly you can store. So you can do 7 batteries. I know the website says 6, but you can do 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have this space right here. That would be your 7th one in the actual Phantom. Next thing is we have our iPad Air right here, which you have a nice slot for. You have additional space right here. That's going to be for a sunscreen. I don't have one yet, so that's empty for now. Now I do not have the 6 batteries, I only have 3. And as you can see, they're set up really. The battery locations are set up real nice. Everything's just slides right in perfectly. There's no play when the battery's in there, and self-explanatory. Here's my cheap Chinese charger, multi-charger. I'm testing this out. I just got it a couple days ago. Haven't even used it yet, but for now it's gonna go right there. So that's that. Next thing is GoPro. Now this case is compatible with the Phantom 2, Phantom 1. You can just drop it right in. That's why they have the GoPro slot right there. So if you, I don't really have any use for the GoPro and the drone, so this is gonna be my storage spot instead of keeping it in, my backpack or whatever. It's a good spot to keep it safe. So that's where that goes. And next thing is the GoPro batteries. It has 2 slots right here. Let's take the drone out just so we can see right under. As you can see, it's sitting in there like it's not going anywhere. Even when you take this out, you could just tell the case is the foam is literally holding on to the drone as you pull it out. It's a very tight fit. It's not a loose fit at all. This thing is made to protect your drone in case you drop it or anything like that. So let's take that out. And first thing you notice down here is right where the gimbal sits, the camera. It has really nice, really soft foam. So when it's sitting there, it looks like the case does put a little pressure up onto the gimbal, but it doesn't really matter because you have your little plastic insert on the gimbal. So what it's doing is it's just making sure that nothing is loose while it's inside the case. So everything is kind of almost fixed into the foam to protect it against any drops or anything like that. We have our radio. As you see, you just boom, drops right in. How much easier do you want to get? Really nice fit too. The other ones, they have like the radio going like this, like sideways, all crazy. Like if you look at the actual layout on here, it's a quality layout. They use as much space as they can. You have no real estate that's undone, so that's nice. Next thing is you have these 2 pieces of foam come out. I believe this is for extended. It says on the website extended landing gear. I did a quick Google search and found a bunch of different extended landing gears that you can do on the Phantom. I'm not exactly sure which one, but that's what these are for. I'm not going to be running any extended landing gear, so I don't really care. So I'm just going to leave these in, and I'm not going to touch them. Here's the 2 GoPro additional batteries. So a total of 3 GoPro batteries. I have 1 in the GoPro, and I have these 2 right here. So next is going to be SD cards. Got my little micro SD cards in here, and regular SD cards because I always bring my SLR when I'm traveling or anything like that. It's not gonna hold my SLR, but I can put additional memory cards in here just in case I need them. So got the 3 batteries. Like I said, you can do 6 of them. Put one right there, one right there. So overall, you can hold a lot of batteries. I don't have 6 yet, but if I do, I got space for it. But for now on, I'll just put random stuff in here that I don't really have space for anywhere else. I'll be using that. Next thing's going to be additional propellers. I have a set of 4 just in case I crash it and I need my propellers. Boom, they go right there. This is gimbal mounts right here, the little rubber pieces of the gimbal mounts, the plastic pieces, and to remove the propeller tool, all right here. I just drop it in there, it's not a big deal. Micro USB cable, self-explanatory. Next is going to be the battery charger. Drops in right here. Now this is actually made for FPV goggles, and I believe the charger's actually supposed to go up here. I don't have FPV goggles. I'm not going to use them for this. I already have it. It's already an FPV setup with the iPad, so charger's going to go here, propeller's going to go up here. Just keep it easy. Next thing is going to be my iPad Air. And that's another thing about this case that I like, is that you can actually put the iPad in there. A lot of them can only take the smaller iPads or the smaller Samsung Galaxy tablets. And let's see what else we got in here. I think that's it. So as you see, space, you can put a bunch of stuff in here. The foam is really high quality. The way they actually do this, if I can pull this out, is they put what they have is looks like about 1.5 inch layers, and they laser cut the layers. I don't know what the hell that was. It looks like looks like no one pressed that in, but whatever. So they have little layers, laser cut them, and then they glue them all together to get the final result. That's the whole case right there. Now, if you want extra storage, you have these right here. These little areas. You can actually put stuff in there. I don't know what you would put, but something small, thin. Actually, I could put this in here. But the problem is you have to take out the foam every time, and that's like, I don't really want to do that, so I'm just gonna leave this in here. But to just show you what exactly is going on there. And let's see. Next thing is that I didn't even go over is these little foam pieces. These are to hold the propellers. So let's put the Phantom back in here. So before you place, you can pull them out, leave them in. I just leave them in. It's not a big deal. Kind of line up the propellers, put them in. And then you're just going to adjust as you go. Just pull the pieces of foam up, so it's holding it's just holding the propeller so it stays in that one area, and it doesn't move the propeller to where it can get damaged. Say if you didn't have these, what happens is it starts moving, and then say the transmitter or something moves a little, shifts during travel. You damage the propeller? Yeah. Is it likely? I don't think so. It'd be very hard to do it. It's just a nice thing they did to hold the propellers in place. And besides that, looks like another thing I wanted to go over is the luggage style handle, which there's a little button here. You kind of slide to the right, and you can pull this up, and now you can roll it around, which is nice. So you're able to roll it, and then it's easy to travel with. So if you need to go to another location, you park your car, you can take the whole case with you. It's not a backpack, so don't be planning on going through some trails with this. But The wheels are silky smooth. I think they're actually the equivalent, I would say, is rollerblade wheels. It's a soft rubber, so when you're running around, it's not something of low quality. And besides that, you have one handle right here on top. So if you didn't want to use this, by the way, in order to push this down, you have to pull the little switch that we pulled before to take it up. So you have a nice rubberized grip right here. You're able to pull right there. And we have another one right here. So if you don't want to roll it around, or if you're on an airplane or something like that and you need to throw it in the overhead compartment, which I think you'd be able to fit this, you'd be able to throw it up there, no problem. If you are going to check this in, like I said, you have the two locks right here with the metal reinforcement. And if you do check this in, take the batteries out. You're not allowed to have lithium-ion batteries checked in luggage. You have to actually pull them with you inside your own luggage. So besides that, high-quality case, and I like it so far. Very simple, nothing to it, but it gets the job done.